Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another live stream today. Today we're gonna be playing this game. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm trying to just the title's there. I'm trying to bring up for when I can watch my stream. I did not do that yet, so just give me a sec while I do that. Because right now I can't see anything on chat. If there is any chat, I can't see it. Let me make sure there's sound first. Alright, it seems like there's volume, so we can alright, fair enough. So we're going to go ahead and just begin. Oh, before we do begin, when this turns into a video, I want to say, if you want to drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to get notification, or to click the bell to get notified every time I go live, like I am now, and when I upload a video. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and begin the game. I've never played this before. I've seen a little bit of footage on it, but I haven't heard the narrator talk too much because I had the sound down. But we are going to go ahead and jump right into it. So we're loading the game up for the first time. I know there's multiple endings, so we're going to play as much as we can on endings.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, cool.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
this is my job?
Was happy.
Happy? How could he be? How could I be happy
one
playing?
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh, yeah?
Something he would never quite forget.
You think?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never
Not
in
even to
all
say
his
hi.
years
No
at
one
the
wanted to come by
company
and say
had
hi.
This happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm playing, yes. Oh, what's this? I hate. Does that say Mondays? Oh, I don't like Mondays. I don't know that I don't know that I hate them, but I don't like them. This is a small little office. Look at this. 427. All these shelvings. Oh, this is a boring job. I just sit here all day. Whatever, I guess. 428, 429.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss a memo? Did you guys go on without me? Hello? Guys? I know that prank I did on everybody was pretty good. I know you guys didn't like it, but hey.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the left? I did not. No, I don't need... Guys?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it? Yeah, sir, I like to admire stuff. Hello? Hey, no one coming to work today? Or did I come all by myself?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Did I come all
It had
work
really
by
been
myself?
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I just realized I'm... Huh. So I just stood here...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, really worth it. I like doing this. Look at this painting right here. Is that marking on the wall? What's on that wall?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey! Fine, I'll leave. You know what? Because you said I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay right here. Wait,
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Wait, what? No, not trying to send me a message. La-di-da-di-da-di.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
It was
and
amazing.
took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Back to business. First door on the left. You know, that looks promising. It really does. But what's in here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right? I've been trying to get fired for a long time. What is this room? Holy. Hello! Hello! Yeah, there's no one in here. Hello? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. I have to pay a penalty of $1,000 when I die for jumping off the cargo lift. $5,000 if I jump off? Dang. Yeah, I don't have that kind of money. So.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's what it's supposed to be.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Neglecting?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Forgotten?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't know, narrator. This is my job right here in real life. This is what I do in real life, right? Away! I can't sit down on it. It won't let me. Pushing. Whatever. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Do
To
what?
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I seen the cord. I unplugged it.
Chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No,
what?
That's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Huh, what? Oh, no, man.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is
Yes.
why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Yes.
And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I'm not watching. Nope. Oh, God.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Yeah. Ew.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
Forgetting how to
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Yes. More.
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I like making my own choices.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, I'll go this way. You want me to keep going this way, I guess?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story
put a cage on
no
it.
sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Reality. I can't get through there. They baby-proof this whole area up. I can't. Look at this. We're going, oh. Okay, so we know. I already know I can't go through these doors. I've already, like I said, I've seen the video. Wow.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
In the real world? Wow.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why you give me the option to go on the right? You know what? I'm gonna go on the door on the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, why would you? Because you give me the choice to do that. You could give me the choice to go that way. I'm gonna go that way. Can I? You want me to still go in here? Can I still go in here? Oh, the sound's all messed up too. I am broken that game already. I'll go on this side. There's nothing else I can do on there.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that you, my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
Danger
to willingly
everywhere.
destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I have to.
No, you don't. Hey! Hey! Whoa! Hey! I'm trying to make a live stream here! No! He shut my game down. What a douche. What is this? Hey, we're back here.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I don't need to be like Stanley.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
No. We don't need
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
What? I'm not no child.
Oh, my story.
Yeah, your story. What a shame.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
What happened?
...behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on the right, because there's something I want to go see.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I entered the door on the right, because it's funny.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Fine,
All
fine,
right.
okay, fine. I'll do
When
it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. I'm sure there's more I can screw up here anyways. Look, this room's fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to go to my boss's office. I want to go to my boss's office as a real life time goes. What's this? Boss, you in here? No secretary or anything? No, nothing? Boss?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Butts. Codman. Codman rules. Codman rules. Yes.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Codman rules. Everything but...
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Crucial? Crucial step. Crucial step.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
coward? He called me coward. What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm sorry, but
Stanley?
yeah.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
No, you...
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end. The
I need
end.
you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
I
Is
can.
everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
I can hear you just fine. What are you talking about, eh?
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Maybe so.
The story needs it.
I don't know.
So, you hear me?
I hear you. I'm right here,
You're
man.
listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Dude,
need time to decide.
you have me. I'm not here. I'm right here.
Sure your choice is correct. That is the best.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
It's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time
How's it
as
going?
you need.
I'm playing this game because I seen someone else, another YouTuber playing it, and I was like, hey, that really looks like it'd be funny to play. Oh. And I know there's multiple endings to this game, so we're going to play all through, so we'll be able to do this pretty good, I think.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I admire it. So cool. Woo!
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Wait, yeah, you're right.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
nope, I
walked
want to see
straight
what this
ahead
is.
to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
you don't even know which way I have to go.
From here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Sure.
No,
what?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Why don't I just go back to
it's
the
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sure. I'll just keep spamming E until we figure it out.
Went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
what?
Yes. I've got it now.
Yes.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Is it? There's instructions in here. Where am I going? This looks like I'm going way down. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No, I'm looking.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
There's mine right there.
How
Look,
about rather than waste my
there.
time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
Fired? That guy's fired?
From the top.
From the top, but I seen someone was fired. What? 427.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean?
Totally gone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Memo? I didn't miss no memo.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh,
Should
did
be what?
something change?
Something changed.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or...
Nope.
Hold on.
Nope.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I didn't write
It
the
was
story.
right here
That's
just
what I'm
a minute
saying. I
ago.
didn't write the story.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Somewhere, I'm
Okay,
sure of
then.
it.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What's this? This goes over here like this. Ooh, a new direction. What's this? Let's explore. We're going on a trip. We're headed somewhere now. Yes. Currently. Wait, what's this? What is this? This isn't the office. What? Hello? Wait, what's this?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
There was.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it
This isn't
unlikely
even
that
the
we'll
same
ever
as it was
progress by
before.
starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No! Oh. Okay, fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, what
Stanley
could it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room.
Fine,
Perhaps he
I'll
had
go to the
simply
meeting
missed a
room.
memo.
Won't be fair, but you have to have the door open this time. There's no doors!
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It
I
is
might be
worse.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What? Oh, come on, man. There's nothing back here. My office isn't even there. No, wait, this is my office.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The
This wasn't here before?
story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sure, fine, we'll retrace our steps. So fun. Ooh, la 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 la. Look, I'm retracing my steps. This room is different. Oh. This room's not. What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
I don't
Is this
recognize
the
it.
story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
It does.
Do you remember, Stanley?
What?
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing,
Yeah,
how about
what?
this?
How about
You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I
I know you
win!
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yay! Thank you.
Oh, no.
What?
No, I don't
what?
feel right about this at all.
Why
We
not?
both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Yes, I
Some
did.
people
No,
win
I
fair
didn't.
and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I didn't win.
Okay?
I didn't.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No. You don't have. Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the
this is
Stanley
nice.
Parable Adventure Line.
Adventure-
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Follow the line. Wait, I don't want to follow the line. No, I'm not. I'm not about to follow the line, man. Look at this. See?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line. Fine. I'll follow by your rules this time. We'll follow the line. No problem. No problem. We'll follow the line. We're following the line. See, even zigzag
You see,
and everything.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny. Wait.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of
What?
moving forward,
That's
are we
circled all the way
implying a
around?
journey such that a destination is inevitably
That just
conjured
circled all
into
the way around.
being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Sure.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct. Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Where's the slide that took me all
I
around?
think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
You think? Oh, what the? Yes, music. This is loud. We're going on a trip on up these stairs. Oh, see, now we're on that. Oh. Yeah, music's loud. Can anyone hear me right now? This is getting really screeching this loud. Oh my god, this game's so loud! We're gonna let it play for now. It's my jam right here. Nothing personal in there. Nothing personal in there at all.
Cut the music. Go back
Yes.
and look at that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Yeah, but
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to... Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
yeah. Oh.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, nice. What? The lion's here.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing
We're
good,
intelligent
really.
people, right?
Yes.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Sure.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Yeah.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Huh? Ooh, this is different. Yes, I like it.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
It's
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I
What do
want
you want our story to be?
Yeah,
Go
what do-
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I'm walking in empty, like a hallway of nothingness. Ooh.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
It's the
I'd
adventure
also like to
line.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge it. It's going all over the place. What? I can't go up there.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just
Think.
walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Yes.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Yes.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I don't know.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What? What's in here? Ooh,
Oh, hold up, what's this?
the confessioning.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant
it doesn't.
ending? Am I supposed to restart the game what, eight
This on the logo.
times?
Oh,
That's really
God.
how all
You're
this goes?
playing.
It's all determined? So now, according
been
to the
playing for
schedule,
17
I
minutes?
restart
Really?
again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
17.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
No.
Why do I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Sure.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay.
The office is now a dead end. Turn around and find another.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
find another dead
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Starts the game.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I was reading that. What?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Did the game actually restart? Like,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes, thank you very much. I had to do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't miss a memo. Maybe I'm just crazy like that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We haven't done this. We'll do this. We'll go along with it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I want to go down. I want to go down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred.
Well, I might think that anyways. I mean,
maybe. He thought to himself,
I'm walking around listening to a guy talk to me in my head.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No, it doesn't make any logical sense.
As Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, I keep going in a circle, actually.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm dreaming! This is all a dream!
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm not crazy.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
I'm
soaring
floating
through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
This is
And then
amazing.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered
Going
Stanley's
through-
head. One he was
Wait, what?
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything
No, I
that I'm
don't hear-
doing and thinking?
You're a narrator
Now
to me.
the
I
voice
don't
was
hear a voice.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm
It's a little
dreaming about
strange.
a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
Yeah,
Stanley
wait a
simply
sec.
deceiving
Not a
himself,
dream?
believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's
How does
ever
this car
been in
get
his
in here?
life. Now, hearing the voice
mind.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
a good
This
question.
voice
I've
was
been
a
walking
part
in
of
a circle
himself
for a while
too.
now, I
Surely,
think.
surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He
No!
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Yes.
I'm
Let
through
me
with
wake
this
up.
dream.
I'm
I wish
done.
it to be over.
Over.
Let me go back to my job.
Yes,
Let me
job.
continue
Oh, wait,
pushing
I
the
don't want to go back to my
buttons.
job.
Please.
Unless this is my
it's
job.
all I want.
Just give me my job.
I want my apartment and my
I don't
wife
live in an apartment. I do
and
have
my
a wife.
job. All I want is
Oh,
my
I need my
life
job.
exactly the way it's always been.
Sure.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
get
someone
ripped.
tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Ah!
And everything went black.
Whoop.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose,
What?
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Was it?
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Really?
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this,
What?
so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Ran? What? She just left my dead body sitting on the ground? I was just left to be forgotten. No! I'm back. How dramatic.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Well, am I still in that one part again?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure. I'll go on the door on the left. I don't know what's real, what's not real anymore. I'm just going with the
Yet there
floor
was
now.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm sure there's more I can mess with up here. This wasn't here before. What? Money in the morning, money in everything, money in breakfast. Oh wait, money for breakfast. Money, Chris! Wow, that's a crazy bathroom. I'm gonna close that. I don't think it's necessary. Okay. What's this? I wasn't able to go in here. An elevator? Oh, look, an elevator. Nice. Going up. This is very, very relaxing. Ah. The narrator singing in the background. Nice. I'm currently eating. If you're wondering, I'm eating. Just ignore it. How big of a building am I in? Holy crap. It's going all the way up like this. Oh? Oh, okay, fine, whatever. How long does this go up for? Holy crap. Really? Wait a sec. If that links me there, what goes down? Does it go down or does it just sit there and go the whole time? Just really? Just sit here and do this? Yeah, very, very nice. Oh, I didn't do anything, so we're just gonna, okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What? That ain't the code either. Come on.
2845.
Okay, 2846. 2855.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the
What?
door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What? What's this? It automatically opened the door for me. That's crazy. Oh, hey! Why did the light turn on for when I clicked that for him? What wasn't necessary? Where are we going? Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he
What's
felt
that?
more
Wait,
free
what's that?
to think for
What's that?
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel
Adrian,
this
my God.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Where are we, Laura?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. What's this?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Woohoo! Oh God. Woo! Oh. Well, that was
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
no
Stanley
consequences.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like
No great
plucking
loss.
the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, narrator. Farewell. Wait.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Who
Stanley
are you?
was
What?
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Cool. What? What's this? I wanted to be crushed. That seemed interesting.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
What?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. You tell me. You took control.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Cool.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout, and this is kind of cool. Oh, here's the two doors that go to the left. I went right, and it's just an empty void. The two doors. Okay, what's this over here? Okay, filing cabinets. Thanks for telling me that was a filing cabinet. What's this? Office computers. What? 62%. Why? Employee database. Wow, this is kind of cool. Wait, what is this? This isn't my desk, is it? The office. What's this? Button sounds. Huh. Interesting. 431, 436, and then we have maintenance room. That seems oh, an early version of the maintenance room. Nice. Is that money? That's a lot of money. The lounge. Well, that's... Hello? It's counting down? What happens when it counts down? The apartment timer? It just resets. What is all this? Meeting room. Ooh. Number one option. Oh, hey. Disobey, lounge, maintenance, staircase, lounge, disobey, obey. Well, first choice, maintenance. The other entrance would be hidden on how to entered. Option 2, doorway to maintenance. In the lounge, original back to track. Oh, backtrack. Okay. Vent. Oh, what about this? Vent. There's a vent to the maintenance. From the lounge to the maintenance, which goes to staircase. So it circles around, I guess. That's what they're trying to say. What's this? What is this? Oh, okay. Wait. The game is not paused. Being the game again. Resume options. Return menu. Oh. Okay. Can't pull those. So we're just going to leave them alone. We're going to go ahead and go over here. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't see that chat until now. My bad. What was that? What is that? What was that? Hello? What's this? Oh, it popped back up and it disappeared. Yellow, 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 yellow. Oh, there's something there. Ooh, what's that? Wait, look at this. Stanley's office, different variations of my office. See, well, that's what I was in, right? because it says I hate Mondays, right? No, I was in one like this. Because I had one mug, not two. Interesting. There's different variations of my room. My office. There's not different well, I guess technically over the years there's different variations of my office, of my gaming setup. What's this?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Whatever I did it!
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
What?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Nah, I
Push
don't want to.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I died. Yeah, sir. I'm gonna die to that. Because, you know, you took over the other guy. I don't like when you take over. I'm back. See? One mug, crazy jogger. Okay.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
To be alone.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll go to the door left. We'll play along. We're going to play along completely as we should. We're going to do exactly what he says.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're going to do exactly what he wants, so we're going to go straight over here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
I'm trying to attack all
His
these.
attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What? I have to go back down here again? I don't want to go back down here. Does this take me somewhere? Will it do something else this time, or do I have to do something I did last time?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Oh, I want
Mind
to
Control
escape. Okay,
Facility.
so we're gonna do this. We'll do this time. We'll follow what we're supposed to.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Hey, this is that room.
Stanley thought to himself.
This is where we were
Did
up
he
there.
have the strength to find out?
Oh. We can go further. We have the strength to find out. Let's go find out together. Cameras. What?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's 2 people fired. There's 2 people that were fired. My screen's broke. This is kind of crazy. What's that? Someone was drawing. What?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
mind
time?
control facility?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Mind control.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Mind control facility.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know where I'm going. Ooh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
Mind control
with
status
emotions.
offline.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's a big red button here. Is something happen if I click all these buttons? Ooh, what's this? It's disabled. Why is everything off? Why is everything disabled? What happened? Are they not in control anymore? Ooh, 5. Oh, hey! That was what I... Oh, mind control idle awaiting input. Mind control power... or control idle waiting for input. Ooh.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty...
I didn't even... I didn't hesitate. What just happened? What just happened? Blackness.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Was it
over?
Was it over? Yeah, that's the question I've been waiting for. Probably.
Yes. He had won. He
Have
had
I?
defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone
what happened to my
tell him where to
coworkers
go,
though? What about
what
my
to
coworkers
do,
and everybody else?
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I don't want to step through it. I want to find out more stuff. I have to go through the door. I don't want to go through the door. This isn't correct, sir. Fine, we'll go through the open door. What if it's not a door?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I thought I was happy before with my amazing job. What happened to my amazing job? Beat the game. Oh. Now wait a sec. Let's do it all again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's play
Stanley
it again.
decided
Okay,
to
real
go to the
quick.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content. No, 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 not new content. We're leaving the new content. Look, there's a phone here. Let's, wait for the new content first.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Let's go to the door on our left. We're going to do it exactly like we're supposed to. I want to go and click.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I want to do the other
Feeling
button.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes. I want to find out what happens.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope,
What's
any
happening?
reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly
laying
a
on the
full
floor.
hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm gonna do the other choice. I'm gonna click the button on the... And then we'll go and see what the new content is. That's what we're gonna do right there. Smart, right?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna do this way. But we want to click the other button instead.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. We already know.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So we're gonna continue, but we're gonna click the other option instead, because
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe I have.
But here was the
See, there's
proof,
more stuff here
the
too.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, fair enough. Let's just go ahead and click the other button over here. Instead of clicking whatever we clicked, we're gonna click the other one.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
No,
if you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
No!
Desperately to your frail life. Or will you
You're
let
a
it go
monster!
peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh, are you kidding me? The narrator's evil, and he's got us under mind control this whole time? Oh my god.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude...
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content means I know what you're up to, and you're no good.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
What?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
What?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just
No, I
the
did not know you
beginning
could
of a
come out the window.
mesmerizing
And there are
adventure.
secret trophy if you click the door on door 435.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yes, this game is hilarious. I love it. The guy's evil.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes, new content.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Jump? Let me go back. Hang on. I can jump. Yay! New content. The jump circle. I can jump in circles. Yay. So evil. It just went. He's not evil. He got mad because you didn't follow his story and turn the machine on. Yeah, but he's a bad guy because he had control over me the whole time.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No,
it's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new
didn't
content,
say exciting, it
then I
said
could
new
just
content.
read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes.
Very good, yes.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
What? Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Yeah, that ending. What the? Whoa.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
You're kind of rude. Wow. New content. Do we really?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I didn't mean to go this way, not fully. I mean, I didn't, but whatever.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
We'll go through the... We'll go through the vent this time.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What? I couldn't just walk through the vent? The vent leads to...
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the
Pretty
past
good to me.
and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I'm just not playing this game, so this really is just, you will see why it gets sad. Memory lane. Smile because it happened. What's this? What? That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Los Angeles Times. 431 Stanley Parable deals through choices. Okay. Whoa.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Yay!
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
Nothing.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
New elevator content. What's this? Memory zone maintenance. I want to go to maintenance. Oh, the 2 doors, yes. Is that Minecraft? It's Minecraft. There's a picture of Minecraft on here. Why? Why is there a picture of Minecraft? Person of the year. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice car. What's this? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, we're in here now. Is never the, okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yes, agreed. What? Whoa. I can't move this box. I want to go in there. I want to go in there. Why can I not go in there?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, look.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Sure. Oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Can't even see what that says. Oh my God, we're gonna have fun with this.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
This is too good.
I feel
I like this right now.
like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Is that
What's
bad?
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
The skip button.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
No. It's so good.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Yeah,
I
welcome.
have had time to think about you and about us. And
Is he gone? We're just skipping stuff now. Oh, what? There's an alarm? How long has it been? Am I old?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us.
This room's dying, I think. You put a skip button and now I'm stuck inside a room with a skip button. This is amazing. There's a button at the end. Please don't spam it. It ruins.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Is he broken?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the...
It was like he's broken. Why won't you come back? Talk to me! I missed you. In a way. Oh, it's gotten worse. You hear me? I'm right here. I'm gonna skip it until I hear him talking. It's caving in. Oh, there's sunlight. Fresh air. Fresh light. Yes. Yes, fresh. Oh, there's life growing here. I've been here so long, there's life. There's no exit. I need a way out of here. Wow, we got dark and cold and... I don't even want to be here anymore. This is scary. Oh? What the... The button doesn't even work anymore! He probably did. What is happening? I'm just out in the middle of the desert all by myself? Oh. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
50 clicks? They rigged it! I'll do 50 clicks, don't you worry about it.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has
Yes!
to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Can I get the door 417?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. Sure, I'll give 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
437. Sure, you got it, boss.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417. I'm headed to 417. We're going to click this door. I passed it, sorry.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk? Is 419 over here? 419's desk. Let's go look for 419's desk. Input received. What?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416! Where's 416? Wait, where's 416 at? See, now you got me doing stuff, huh? Where's 416? I have 417. What? I can't find 416. On the box, chair to the desk. Where's 416? It should be next to 415. Yeah, but 415, no. There's 417. And then there's this door.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
There is no 4. This is retarded. This is retarded. The door's not here. P417. Then you have 425. There's new content. There's 415. But it's not here. There is no. Fine, let's go here. Okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Do that one again. Sure, I'll do it. Where is the copy machine? Right here.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
Woo!
We did it!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I don't know, I thought maybe it was worth it. I thought maybe if I clicked on the door, it was right there the whole time. Try pressing the new content door. I got the achievement! There's nothing in here. Look, an elevator.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The end is
Yes,
never the
you
end
see,
again.
isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Holy moly, man.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yes.
Ultra Deluxe.
Ultra
what does
Deluxe.
it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going
That's
to
what
be.
the show
But
for.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of
This
a
is
fuzzy
kinda cool.
magic than anything. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
New futures. No screenshots. The Stanley.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, you want me to pick one? Okay,
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
it's picking the opposite of mine.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Get it here. What? Huh. Well, free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Why? Why would you make this back here? Fine, whatever. He gave me a choice to get my own achievement just by pulling a lever, and he wouldn't let me have it.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's this? Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
What?
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow, 1 out of 6. Nice. This goes on forever. That was kind of creepy though.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
End jump. What? 5. 5 is a new map. And is jump circle. We can jump. Jump circle. Exit jump circles that way. Free new plus easy achievement. Infant hole. Ooh, what's this? It won't end. Wait, hang on. I'm seeing something over here. What's this? No screenshot. Oh, that's where we were before. What's this? I wonder what it could be. Opening.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
You can just fall in there forever? Ah!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Man!
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'm gonna wait. I want to see what he says. Yes.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
It's not infinite!
Stanley, I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You said it was infinite.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say anything. You said it was infinite.
Behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly.
Going in again.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the
Wait.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I want to see if he says something real quick. Just real quick, I want to see if he says something. I don't think he's going to say anything. We'll wait a little longer. Just give me a sec. Yeah,
great. Now, I'm very excited to show you. Oh, for heaven's sake. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
No, it's
even
not
by the
deep.
lax overall standards for
I mean,
accountability
it is,
and marketing.
but really.
What's going on here? Stanley,
Seriously, man.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, now
Oh,
you...
there it is. The shame of my... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh, shoot.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure?
I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
It's not working.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is
This is
one
what it
thing I
sounds
can
like
do
right
to
now
fix this.
in real time.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
He just left me with this hole. Yay! What's happening? What's happening? What? Wow. I'm descending. I'm going down. There's nothing you can do to stop me, narrator. Nothing. You have no control over the situation. Ah! Look at me. I am amazing. Ah! Oh, hee, ha, ha. Oh, hee, ha, ha. What? This is amazing right now. What the heck is this game coming to? Man, this game is really changed reality. What? What? Oh. Oh, hey. Nice. Ow! No, it's puppies. Okay. Look at the puppies! Change yourself. Oh! Yes, I am now something else. Oh, I'm upside down. Ooh. Oh. Look at me. I am ultra strong. Oh, wow. Wow, this really changes everything, huh?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
What?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
What?
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
You could have had a jump
Stay
button.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle pip. What? Toodle pip, toodle pip, toodle pip, toodle pip, toodle pip, toodle pip. I feel like I'm falling asleep again. Oh no, oh no, oh, what? Why is this an option? Why would you do this? Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Enjoy. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Ah,
but of
what?
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing
Jim.
all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Yes.
Do you feel
What?
it deeply?
Yeah,
Are
okay.
you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes, I'm Jim.
If so, then
Jeez.
please step forward and press the button.
Okay.
Jim.
What?
Yes, you
That's
see?
in my name.
What a thrill! What a
Yes.
rush! That was you.
Yes.
The button described
That was
you.
amazing.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, yes.
It
Ooh.
hits even harder the second time.
Yes,
If
it
this were
does.
the
That's
only
cool.
new
And my
feature in the
name.
Stanley
Oh my
Parable
God,
2,
the game
it would
knows
still
my
be worth the
name.
money. Let's take a
Jim.
break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
That was amazing. I love it. Wait, so my butt. I am officially Jim. Not Codman, Jim. Why does that seem like I could walk through there? Anyways. What's
I
this?
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Epilogue. Oh, yeah, you don't have that in the process, do you? Because this game would be still in the process. Wait, is that it? Wait, what's up here? What's up here? Settings, world champion. If you were ever to stream with, I'm calling you Jim from now on. Yeah, I'm Jim. I'm now Jim. Don't you think twice about it. That's new. What's new over here? Wait, there's something up there? You know, I'm going back to the whole the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Oh! I used all my circle. Okay, well, that's not cool. What is this? That's new. What's new? Why? Is this the room I came out of? Oh, yeah, that. You heard Jim in the game. Yeah, I am Jim. Jim. And did I check everything out? Merch. There's merch. Is it really merch? Stanley. Bucket. I gotta go check it. Sorry, press enter before. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? Mm-hmm. All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow, a bucket. Cool. I have the bucket forever now. I'm just one with the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? There really should be an award if it isn't already.
Yes. Hey, where's the infinite hole? What's this? Collectibles. Oh, we already went and looked at the collectibles. Get it here. I wonder if he says anything if I walk towards this hole. Is this just a light? He closed the door on me. He won't let me go in the hole no more. This game is crazy. Oh my goodness. Get it here. So we have free achievement, most, infinite hole, and collectibles. Can't jump in the jump circle no more because I used all my jumps. Collectibles, exit, jump circle. Exit's over here. Let's go to the exit. I want to exit. I think I've seen everything I need to see so far. Exit. We got the bucket. That's good enough for me.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, sure. Let's move on. Let's move on past the bucket. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
How do I get down there?
Let me do a different arrangement.
No, wait, I want to go down.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Ooh. Hey, look.
Who am I kidding,
Nice.
Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Cool.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Take a look at what? What? Oh. What? That easy? Really? Click to skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, there's a
Stanley
skip
worked
button.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number...
He added a skip button. He added balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
It's the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
It's the bucket. They actually have the bucket to pick it up. Ooh, look at this. Nice. See, now we're getting somewhere. This game, yes, has what's necessary.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. We'll play by the books. We'll play by the rules since you added the new feature. Comfort by a bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's about to come into a staircase.
They don't
Stanley and
need the bucket.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Boss, are you here? So we're just going to
Stepping into his
continue like we
manager's
did
office,
before?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
This bucket's mine.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Yes.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Bucket's guiding me in the right
this is
direction.
certainly the most logical explanation.
Hey, look!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Ah, I found one. Nice. We did it. We got my comfort bucket. We found. He added that in there. Nice. It's like it's all coming together. It's the same old game,
The
but
elevator raced
extra
downward,
stuff.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
He keeps
Soothing
adding the
him,
bucket. Nice.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of
The bucket is
uncertainty,
now
he
one
would be all right.
Stanley.
The bucket
Wait!
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm not Stanley. I'm Jim. Jim.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Where's my bucket? Oh, I still have my bucket. Nice.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket
Jim.
both wondered to themselves.
I'm Jim now. I'm Jim.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Added a bucket to the story. Wow.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket
There's an
want to
Easter egg
do
here.
or not want to do in the first
Press
place?
all the buttons and
These questions raced
when you get
furiously
done
in
with
Stanley's
elevator.
feeble mind.
press all the buttons. Wait. Go back to the power button. Press all the buttons, and when you get to the elevator, don't go in and press, I think. Oh, you're talking about... I can't go back. Click on the door. Oh, I can click on the door? It's not working. Wow. Woo! Now we're talking. Now we're going. Now we got the flow going. Oh yeah.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
It's so colorful.
The bucket plastic. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
He literally just added the bucket in there.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
We're just gonna shut it off again. I'm kind of getting bored of playing this game. I know there's still a lot you can do on here, but my goodness, I could play this forever at this rate. I have a bucket now. I feel so accomplished.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What? Oh!
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley thought. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What's happening? What?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Wait, what window is this? What? If they changed it, I think, because I can't jump through these windows anymore. What if I don't want the bucket? You ever wonder about that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is there anything in here in the employee lounge?
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? But eager to get back to business,
No.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't want to take the first open door on the left. It doesn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you...
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Yay!
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Oh, crouch? What? I didn't know that. Blue or red? Blue or red? Well, we're gonna go with red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I
The
didn't hear what
problem
you
is
said.
all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I wonder if he says anything if I keep going around and around like this. I'm just kidding.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. You led me this way.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
I went through the door. I wanted to go through the door.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no,
That'll be okay.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Well, I thought about it and woo!
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna be okay. Look, I fell once. I'll live.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Goodbye, narrator. This is the end of me.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
We're not getting along
I
anymore.
guess that was too much to ask.
I'm getting
It
quite
looks
bored
like
of this
you
game,
wanted to
actually.
make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Why you seem so sad? I'm still alive. I can't die from this. Otherwise I'll be dead already.
Is it over?
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't get up on that desk.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yay!
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed,
yes.
You are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. Hey! You think he'll just let me stay here forever? Oh yes, I'm actually gonna take the time right now to get a drink and sit here for a while. That was pretty dang good. We're gonna go ahead and see. The sequel is paused. Do I really have to? Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute
I want to
just to
see
drink
what
it
happens
all
when I
in?
click yes.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable.
Oh no,
and
this is
his existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
See ya.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Jim, I am Jim! Just keep playing the tune. Yes, very nice, very nice. You know. This is just gonna go on forever, I guess. If it goes on much longer, I will actually have it, because I need to end my stream. Oh, this is just nice. Very peaceful right now. Ah, nice and relaxing, yes. All right, we're just gonna give up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps, maybe I did.
When
All right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I'm just gonna
he
end the
entered
stream
the door
here.
on his left.
I hope you guys all enjoyed today's stream. It's been quite the stream. I mean, it's been quite the stream. But with that being said, don't be afraid to drop a like. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Click that bell that pops up when you do to get notified every time I go live like I am now. And, yeah. If you want to see more of this, then leave comments when it uploads this video. If you watched it this far, I don't think you're going to watch it this far, but if you did, then leave a comment that you want to watch more of this game, because there's quite a bit more into this that I didn't really realize until just now. There's a lot more. With that being said, I'm going to end this stream. And so I'll catch you guys all in the next one. So, goodbye, everybody.